say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Pirates will put total leather and we'll get started. And here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
One the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
And the Dukes can really attack on this second and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Breaks into the open. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Slithers into space. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone, and they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
The Dukes will line it up on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Quickly to the tight end. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Alston.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. reason to risk trying to field that one. As it skips through the end zone, it'll be a touchback. Quarterback may change this route. They'll give it to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking downfield, it's Hauser. Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Smith. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Reads it, fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and move. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him. And a nice gain offensively here. This is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Give to the running back. There is nowhere to go. He is stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Quarterback making adjustments. on fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got it, first down and more. Touchdown, ECU. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Here's the pressure. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Dukes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Turning it on! And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Going to the ground. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Pirates with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Jenkins. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
The Pirates have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, East Carolina. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. The Dukes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Barnett. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
And the Dukes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Touchdown, James Madison. Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And the extra point is good. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can... Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Pirates. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Ready to fire from the pistol. Here's the handoff. Run gets it up to the 31-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Steps away. He'll pull it down and run. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play. He drops back. First down. Got to play the whole field up. Scrambles around. Runs for a first down. New set of downs. New set of problems.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll toss it to the left. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative one.
To the air, it's Barnett. Quickly complete. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Dukes with the 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Zings it complete to the right. And so he gets a foot down, but he really didn't get a foot forward. No gain on the play.
You could have just quarterback sneaked it and got more yards than that. We need more from this passing game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy. Maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll try the run. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. They'll leave it with him. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Barnett. Quarterback strolling away from heat. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a 1st down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fang and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Bring in the heat. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Only in the 1st half already, this guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Oh, and you'd love to have that play back if you're that defender. 3rd down, and you almost pick that off. That's a catch you need to make. If he catches that, that might be pick 6.
It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Wants to go up top on first down. Good completion on the out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Really nice timing on that out route there. Good anticipation by the QB, getting it out on time. And how about the receiver securing the catch, tapping the toes before he went out of bounds?
And the Dukes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Sanchez.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard them.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. That brings him to within 1.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. We're just about ready to start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Wants to adjust the pattern. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Hauser. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle? And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The Dukes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. The quick out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Dukes look to keep this drive humming. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
And the Dukes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the back. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Here's a heat. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll send the back in motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. Caught in the backfield, it's Knight. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
The Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Complete in the middle. Turning it on. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Pirates come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy. I think they had an explosive play the play prior, and they decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away. But the defense was ready for it. What a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
Back to pass, it's Hauser. Oh, they're after him. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
They really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. A really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. And that one will put them up here in the second half. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And he's going to bring it out. And the returner will be brought down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Gets rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Knight. On the move at the 30. There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Motion from the wide receiver. Got it up for the first. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll keep it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
They are really clicking along. First and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from Pater. And the Dukes moving quickly to the line. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pfeiffer. Touchdown Dukes! And they move front here in the fourth.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
Up by one, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. On the move. He's not going to make it. Still a one-point game here in the fourth. They had hoped to push this edge out to a field goal. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Back to throw, it's Hauser. Got his man on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Goes to the option. The give to the tailback. Turns it on in midfield. Tourney on the Jets. He's at the touchdown ECU. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Snap in the shotgun. It's complete to the right. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Dukes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Quickly out to the tight end. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Complete on the comeback.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Dukes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Under fire. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Going the other way, and he's got room. 10. Touchdown, East Carolina. How about this defense taking one back to the house? What a play
out the defender. Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Finds the tight end. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Barnett. The sure hands, it's Knight.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
Wide open downfield.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back. But they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
So now it's second and long. They just keep firing. A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Got it behind the line. It's Jenkins. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you a huge 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
The Pirates will snap it on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Jenkins. Headed to the end zone, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Pirates!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense...
Going deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
This time he's got it. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Barnett. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Gonna look downfield again. Throws for the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's caught. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's got him in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Alston. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Alston. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up. To throw, it's Barnett. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They march 78 yards down the field, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.